With the arrival of adolescence, people gradually develop curiosity about sex. Afterward, through life experiences such as adulthood, dating, and marriage, people gradually come into contact with sexual life. In people's impressions, sexual life is usually associated with a young body, full flesh, and the sweat being shed. But in reality, sexual life is not limited by age. People of any age can have sexual life. Moreover, moderate sexual life is beneficial to people's health. Sexual life is closely related to health. Harmonious sexual life can bring people pleasant emotions and a healthy body, which can lead to a lucky and successful career. So, do elderly people need sexual life? First, do elderly people need sexual life? Modern medicine believes that elderly couples maintaining moderate and harmonious sexual life is not only harmless, but also beneficial to both physical and mental health. Mencius said, "Food and sex are human nature," meaning that eating and sexual life are both basic needs in people's lives. The elderly are no exception. They also need appropriate sexual life to adjust their lives. Elderly people having normal, healthy, and moderate sexual life is a sign of psychological and physical health for elderly couples, an important component of a high-quality later life, a symbol of marital love, the material foundation for couples growing old together, and a spiritual pillar for maintaining psychological balance in old age. Long-term abstinence in elderly people can bring a series of harms. From a physiological perspective, if men practice long-term abstinence, they use reason to suppress external sexual impulses. But the corresponding changes inside the sexual organs cannot be altered. From a male perspective, long-term abstinence will make them feel unsatisfied. If a man's sexual needs are too strong and cannot be released, this energy will manifest in another form, such as easy anger. For elderly men, although their desires are weaker compared to when they were younger, they still have sexual impulses and thoughts of having sexual life. From a female perspective, long-term abstinence can bring some physical discomfort. Sexually active women have higher requirements for sexual life. If their sexual desires are not met for a long time, they may become emotionally unstable, easily angered, and it may even be reflected in their appearance, such as dull skin and acne. For elderly women, it is often difficult to accept signs of aging such as sagging skin and breasts. At this time, they are less accepting of sexual life. But at the same time, women who have not had sexual life for a long time will also have a desire for it. Moreover, if elderly couples do not have sexual life for a long time, their physiological organs will undergo certain changes. When the increased endocrine secretion and local congestion caused by these physiological changes are not relieved, it may lead to certain diseases in the reproductive system, such as prostatic hyperplasia, prostatitis, etc., which in turn affects the health of the body. If women practice long-term abstinence, frequent congestion in the breasts and reproductive system may not easily subside, leading to breast pain, hyperplasia of the mammary glands, breast cancer, and certain diseases of the reproductive system. In conclusion, sexual life is an indispensable adjustment in life. It not only makes people feel happy, but also enhances the relationship between couples. It should be noted that elderly people should not see sexual life as just a simple act of intercourse. Sexual life is rich and diverse. Hugging, kissing, mutual touching, whispering, sweet talk, and affectionate glances between elderly couples are all forms of sexual behavior as long as they convey sexual information and express emotions. This beautiful sexual behavior can bring both parties emotional joy and spiritual satisfaction, making them more caring, understanding, and supportive of each other, thus meeting the psychological needs of sexuality and enjoying the pleasures of sexual life, which is beneficial to physical and mental health. Second, the benefits of maintaining sexual life for the elderly. Sexual life has benefits for elderly men. Sexual life is closely related to longevity. In general, men feel satisfied after sexual life, which to some extent affects their mood, stimulates the secretion of dopamine, and can even keep them in a good mood all day. And maintaining a good mood is one of the secrets to longevity. Sexual life makes elderly men healthier, and elderly couples with harmonious sexual life. The wife rarely suffers from gynecological diseases. There is an important antibacterial substance in male semen comparable to penicillin, called seminal plasma, which can effectively disinfect and kill bacteria. Sexual life enhances the self-confidence of elderly men. Moderate sexual life can enhance the vitality of life and the confidence to live in elderly people. Sexual life has benefits for elderly women. Sexual life can reduce pain. Sexual life can help elderly women lower blood pressure. Sexual life can help elderly women lose weight, stay fit, and resist aging. Foreign sex experts believe that sex burns more calories than other exercises. At the same time, a survey conducted by the research team at Edinburgh Hospital in Scotland, UK, on more than 3,000 people showed that those who have intercourse more than 3 times a week on average look about 10 years younger than others. Additionally, sexual life can burn calories, which helps with weight loss. Women who have regular sexual life have active estrogen secretion. Under the influence of estrogen, their skin is smooth and elastic. Harmonious sexual life can enhance people's memory and immunity. Swedish researchers compared elderly people who actively participate in sexual life with those who live alone, and found that the former are more energetic and have better memory. As for sexual life enhancing immunity, the research team at Wilkins University in the United States confirmed through research that having sexual life twice a week increases the secretion of immunoglobulin, which strengthens the ability to resist respiratory diseases such as influenza. Third, the precautions for maintaining sexual function in elderly people. Although elderly people still have some sexual ability and need normal sexual life, after all, times are different, and elderly people need to be more careful about sexual life. Maintain mental health. Elderly people should keep a young mindset and eliminate negative emotions such as mental tension. They should regularly participate in suitable physical exercises, do more outdoor activities, and engage in group activities. Maintain a regular lifestyle. Keep the body healthy. Elderly couples should make a dietary plan that suits their health condition. A reasonable diet can prevent stomach, intestinal, and other diseases, and also make people feel better. Don't neglect each other's feelings. The sexual life of elderly people should focus on emotional communication rather than direct intercourse. Intimate hugs, kisses, touches, and mutual confessions are all forms of emotional exchange. Sexual life should be regular. Elderly people should maintain regular sexual life over the long term. Otherwise, it may lead to a loss of interest in sex, and it will be difficult to resume sexual life later. Foreplay should be sufficient before sexual life. Elderly people should extend the time of foreplay before intercourse to stimulate sexual desire. Sexual positions should be considered carefully. As people age, physical strength and body shape are not as good as when they were younger. The sexual positions of elderly people should be based on convenience and comfort, with side lying and the top position being ideal. The right positions can make both parties feel comfortable during sexual life. Provide a suitable environment. The temperature and humidity should be appropriate. Privacy and self-control conditions should also be available, such as the privacy of doors and windows, the height of windows, and adaptability. Elderly people should practice moderation in sexual life. Sexual life is like a 100-meter sprint. With mental excitement, blood pressure will rise, and the pulse will speed up. Most elderly people have hypertension or coronary heart disease, so sexual life should be carried out according to their ability, following the principle of moderation. Excessive sexual life easily leads to physical fatigue, and only moderate sexual life can achieve the best experience. In conclusion, elderly people need sexual life, and sexual life is beneficial to both parties in elderly couples. How do you view the maintenance of sexual life in the elderly? It is also a bond of emotional connection between couples. However, there is a big difference in how men and women treat marital life. Men pursue physical satisfaction, while women's interests depend on many factors, such as emotions, endocrine, and psychological factors. Moreover, long-term abstinence in women can bring some unexpected consequences. What are the harms of long-term lack of sexual life in women? Leads to premature menopause. The physiological system follows natural laws. If women abstain for a long time, it may cause the physiological system to retire early, leading to premature menopause. In premature menopause, women experience changes in the endocrine system, a reduction in the secretion of sex hormones, a decrease in physiological needs, accelerated skin aging, and symptoms such as insomnia, many dreams, irritability, etc. easily leads to sexual apathy. If women have long-term abstinence, their sexual impulses will weaken over time. Even if they feel excited during foreplay, they may become apathetic when it's time for intercourse. Such situations may cause a loss of confidence in sex, and eventually lead to sexual apathy. Long-term abstinence will make women more prone to depression. Sexual life is conducive to maintaining the stable secretion of dopamine in the brain. If abstinence is practiced for a long time, it is easy for the brain to lose the ability to maintain the stable secretion of dopamine, leading to depression, anxiety, and other symptoms. In conclusion, harmonious sexual life can bring people pleasant emotions and a healthy body. So elderly people should adjust their attitude and correctly treat sexual life in old age. Alright, we'll stop here for today. Thank you for watching. I hope today's content has resonated with you. For those who haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click subscribe so that we can accompany you every day. Let's grow together, be happy together, and slowly grow old together. See you next time.